Greetings, G Money Mafia, Supreme Family. How you doing? How you feeling? Okay, we got a story time here for you today. So we're gonna be telling the story what happened to me. Okay, we're gonna be telling that story. Okay, hope you guys are ready. Cause I'm ready. I'm ready to tell it. So yeah, let's tell the story about what happened. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. All right, so everybody know I has braces, right? One day I appeared on camera, and everybody noticed there was something happened to my teeth. Everybody noticed it, okay? But since I told you that, let's jump into everything else what happened. So I will not be dropping names, okay? Because people get no clout off of me. Nobody gets no clout. Nobody gets no clout off of me. And I'm gonna be giving people. When I say these people, they will have different names. Okay, all right. But David is gonna be real significant. David is the karmic masculine. Okay, David is the karmic masculine. Note that, okay? Because I was told to say that it's his name during the story. Okay, and I'm hoping that when I tell the story that all my LGBT boys and stuff like that, you get a sense of when a man showed you who he is or he tell you who he is, you believe him, and that you do not ignore the signs, no matter how much you love him or how much you want him to love you. Don't lose yourself in none of these men. Don't forget who you are. Don't try to love them harder and thinking that they will change, because they will not. If their mother couldn't do it, what makes you think you can? You can't raise a man, I can tell you that. So that's my hope for this video, that all my LGBT boys, you love yourselves instead of loving these men before you love yourself. And knowing that you know your worth as well. That's my hope for you as this video is, yeah. So let's get into it. So this story takes place in the South. Okay, this story takes place in the South Carolina. Greetings. So this story takes place in the South and stuff like that. So so how it all started. I came back to the South after something happened with me spiritually, after something happened with me traumatic. Something traumatic happened to me spiritually between me and another person. And stuff like that. So I went to the South to go get my mind clear and stuff like that. I went to the South to get my mind clear. First person. I went to the South to go get my mind clear and just, be around my parents and stuff like that. So also in that sense, I was in a low state of emotion. Okay, I was in a low state of emotion and not understanding that I had bad signals. I had a lot of shit going on. Oh, greetings y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Me and David, that's his name for the, when I came back to the South, me and him was hanging out a lot more and stuff like that. And we got closer. He'd be coming to my house more. We'd be talking, smoking. We'd be smoke and shit like that. He would hang in my back. We was in the backyard, smoking, chilling, talking, about shit, just talking. Right, me on the third and just started walking. Okay. Well, I hope you're okay, lovey. I hope you're okay. But I care about all my G Money Mafia fans. I care about you all. Okay, I just want to tell the story. Y'all want to tell the story, okay? So we like this happened like me and him would like meet up very frequently. And he'd be coming to my house, shit like that. And at this time, I am very much in a low state of emotion because of what happened to me. Okay, I'm not loving on myself. I'm there just to be there. People not understanding, like and shit like that. So he's coming back and forth and shit like that, and and over time, I got my feelings involved and shit like that. I've been had feelings for David when I came back. Cause I was in New York for some time, and I came back. Cause a lot of shit has happened in my life that people will never understand. A lot of shit happened in my life where people would never get it. They would never understand because of my walk or what I do. Okay, so I was like, I was talking to my my spiritual girlies about him and shit like that. I was like, I said I want to tell him so bad that how I feel. I want to tell him because I don't want to be fake. My thing about this whole thing between me and David was I didn't want to be fake. I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to be like, oh, ha ha, he in his face, knowing that I had deep feelings for him and shit like that. And knowing that, like every day we was getting closer. We would talk about certain shit, shit I'm not gonna display because that's his story to tell about whatever he had going on in his life, So I was like, we getting close. We would talk about certain things, certain goals, what we wanted to reach and shit like that. We would talk about certain things. So in all of that, we was getting closer, and I began to fall much deeper for him, in a sense. Okay. So at this time, I came out at that time, being myself. I came out this time being myself. Very much like I don't give a fuck who accepts me. I was just being myself. At this time, I love what I love. I love women. I love the men. Like, at this time, I was very much just myself. I was just very much myself and shit like that. And knowing like everybody know I have gifts. So yeah, I'm sorry for your loss, bro. Nobody died. Nobody died. But hey, if you think that's a loss, I don't consider that a loss. You can't. I don't consider me losing a person that was never meant for me a loss. Nobody died though, cause I'm still here. And that's we're gonna get into that later on. But okay, so as the days go on and shit like that. So when I told David how I felt, shit like that, and at this time, we were close. At the time, me and David, we were close and shit like that. I never lost no nigga I needed. No, just note that. Just note that, okay? I never lost no nigga I needed. Because I didn't need him. To be honest, people needed me. If you want to be real about it. Okay? So when I told David this, how I felt, I was like, I don't want to be fake. I kept on saying, like, please don't be, I told him, don't be mad at me. And at this, like, he said he was straight and stuff like that. That's what he said. He said he was straight. And but then again, I didn't ask him to be with me. Note this, G Money Mafia. I didn't ask this man to be with me. I didn't ask that man to be with me. I didn't ask him none of that. I didn't ask him for anything. All I asked for was understanding of my feelings. That's all the thing I asked for, was understanding of how I felt. And I kept on saying, please don't be mad at me. I just feel like I have to tell you because I don't want to be fake in your face and act like, how I feel, and we kicking it every day. You come to my house, and then you like, he asked me about who was this dude or who was that, and you ain't even my nigga. So I found that very funny that he was asking me about who was this and who was that, and he wasn't even my nigga. And I was like, nah. And once I asked him who was she, who was that, it would turn into man. It would turn into man all of a sudden, So, like, I told him, and then he pulls up. The last thing he said to me was, "Oh, you have a guard?" And shit like that. He pulled up. He looked at me. And I could tell the look of the eye, like, something about even like his eye connection with me is very significant. I can tell how he feels through his eyes and everything. Cause people know I'm a reader. Like he knows what I am. He knew exactly who I was when he met me. He knew exactly who I was when he met me. and he knew exactly what I do as well. So he pulls up, and then I give him the car, and I'm like, Jay, don't be mad. And like he looked at me and he just pulled off. Okay, he looked at me and pulled off. From that day on, I was crying, I was hurt, I was pretty much in my, like, trying to understand what happened. Like, I didn't, like, I was so confused why he was mad at me. Like, oh, I'm not asking you to be, I just wanted you to know how I felt for you. You know, that's the only thing I asked for was understanding. I didn't ask you to be with me. I just wanted to tell you how I felt, you know, I just wanted to be real. Greetings. I just want to be real. So, and please like my video. If you like my video, if you want to come up in here and watch me, please leave a like. This is not your baby mama house, okay? This is not your baby mama house, okay? I understand that. So, you know, he pulled off, and from that day, I was really much, yeah. So I was pretty much in my, like, I was crying and shit like that. I'd be crying, and I'd be crying and stuff like that, and I was trying to understand what was wrong. Like, what did I do wrong? I always ask myself, what did I do wrong? Like, and shit like that. And then my spiritual girlies, they would tell me, you did nothing wrong. And I know I didn't. I know I did nothing wrong. All I did was tell him the truth. Because a true friend would tell you the truth. I'm not going to kiki and laugh in your face and pretend like I don't feel like this, I don't feel like that. I'm going to always tell you the truth. I'm a Sag. Why wouldn't I tell you the truth? I'm a Sag, why wouldn't I tell you? So, I told him and shit like that. After I told him, you know, he ghosted me. We stopped talking, and I started noticing a certain energy about him that he was, like, he started treating me like he hated me. He started treating me like he hated me. Like he was on that type of timing with me, like he hated me. And it hurt. And then his one of his family members and stuff like that, we're gonna call her Dwella. We're gonna call her Dwella. And shit like that. She was the first person that knew I had feelings for him. She was the first person that knew how I felt about him, cause that was his family. She was the only person that really knew how I felt about him. So, and then she seen me cry. She seen me cry about this man. She seen me cry about David. She seen me. She was the only person that knew how I really felt about him. Dwella, that's what we're gonna call her. She was the only person that really knew how I felt about him. And shit like that. She seen me cry. She seen me, like, how I poured out my heart to Dwella about how I felt about her family member and shit like that. I told her everything and shit like that. And, you know, so, and I started noticing he would dismiss me. He would dismiss me. I'm like, I'd be trying to, like, you know, be around his family and shit like that. And I started noticing that, you know, he didn't, like, he started really, like, dismissing me. He, like, it was like, and then one day I came to his people's house. I came to his people's house. And this was, I think, around Christmas. This was around Christmas. I'm talking to Dwella. I'm talking to her. And shit like that. We laughing, we joking. I look up and he's looking dead at me. And I'm like, at that moment, he knew how much I was in love with him. He knew how much I cared for him. He knew how much I was weak at that time for him. He knew, and everything like that. And when I was staying with Dwella, because something with my sister had happened, you know, when I was staying with Dwella, something happened with my sister and shit like that. So I had to come back and live with Dwella. So I was staying with Dwella and I was smoking and shit like that. That's when I was smoking weed. And then I get a text from him. Come out. He said, "Oh, you got weed? You know, can we smoke?" I like, yeah. And at this time, we are not talking. We're not talking. We're not talking. We're not doing anything. I'm still like in my little bit of sadness about him. I just really want him to understand how I felt. So, I told like, you know, so he comes, shit like that, and like it's really quiet. It would be really quiet when we would meet up, or when he would ask to see me or smoke with me. It would be really quiet. Excuse me, y'all. And I couldn't, like, you know me. I'm like you could see my emotions in me and shit like that. So one day, I came. And like he needed some guards or some shit like that. He going, like, we going to the store and shit like that. Now I turn my head to cry, and like I feel him looking at me, because I'm turning to the window. I'm like, shit, because I'm like, cause shit, like, we ain't talking. It's like, this shit is hurting me, and I was really just hurt about, like, I just wanted my friend to understand me, where I was coming from. I didn't tell you to be with me. He told me that he knew that I was in love with him. He told me that he knew that I liked him. He told me, he said, I knew. And so I'm like, why are you mad? That's one thing I couldn't, if you knew, why are you mad? I couldn't understand that. If you knew, why are you so mad at me? I just never understood it. Like, you know, I'm like, my thing, I didn't tell, I wasn't like, I'm not that type of, like LGBT boy, like, who went around telling everybody, oh, I like him. No, because it was nobody's business. It was nobody's business how I felt. Only person that really knew was Duella, the person, his family member that I was staying with at the time. Only she the one who really knew. So after that, you know, I'm like, I told him, I said, I didn't ask you to be with me. I didn't ask you for none of that. I didn't ask you to do anything. I just asked you to understand me, where I'm coming from. It's the only thing I asked of you. And he was just like, his body language and how he was looking at me was really like, he didn't care. And that's when I knew, like I knew our friendship was never gonna be the same again. And I asked him, I said, will we ever talk again? He said, I can't say no, I can't say yes. That's what he said. I can't say no and I can't say yes. And then it turned in, then I started recovering. I started healing from this encounter between me and him. He started talking. I really stopped talking. I had to come into a deep realization that this friendship of ours was kind of over. Yeah, somebody talking about me right now. That's why my nose itching. Oh my goodness, they talking about me. I came into a deep realization that this friendship was over, and there was nothing I could do about it, and shit like that. And let's remind you, when I was living with my sister at that time, I get a call from Duella telling me he lost his job. I get a call saying that he really was down bad. You know, he was not himself. And me being the loving person I am, and having so much love for this boy, I do what I do. I go into the spirit, I do what I do for him. I open up a door. And then I get a call 2 weeks later. Oh, he has a new opportunity to be to do what's that shit called? When they build shit, construction worker. So he got a construction job, shit like that. That's like, yeah, if you don't even understand, I gave people opportunities where I used to live at. I gave people big opportunities. I didn't give you small money. I gave them big money opportunities. They made like people was making like thousands a week, whatever they work at, off of this construction job and shit like that. And he was doing really good and shit like that. And and after I did that, for him, he texted me and shit like that. He said I just want to say I want to say thank you, because I really do need this at this time. People, like, a lot of shit was going on with him. I just wanted him to be okay. And that's and then he was like, and I cried the day he texted me. Now, I even said in my voice note, I said I really didn't want you to be mad at me. I said to him, I wish I never told you anything. I wish I never said nothing to you. I wish I never said shit to you about how I feel. I wish I never said nothing to you. And then, he just kept on, and always, like a man always do, I can't talk about this right now. I can't do this. It's too much. That's what he said. And shit like that. So, it's many days I cried over that man. And wishing that he would understand. Wishing that I didn't want our friendship to end like that. I didn't want our friendship to end like that. I wanted him to just understand me. And and just if you are not like that, that's all you have to say, oh, Gary, I respect your honesty. But I'm not like that. So I said, yeah, I know that, but I just wanted to tell you because I wanted to get off my chest because it was fucking with me. That's one thing. I'm too honest when it comes to people. I will tell you if something is fucking with me. I'm gonna tell you because I feel like it fucks with me mentally, and I feel like I have to tell you now. So I told him, and and ever since then our friendship went downhill from then, and shit like that. And even when we would even when he would come to my house, there'd be certain songs he would play, and then he would look at me in my eyes and shit like that, with the deep sincerity. I'm like, why the fuck he keep on doing that and shit like that? Why he keep on doing that? And then I would get signs and synchronicities that people wanted me to do certain things to them, but I didn't go for it because I was like, I can't risk the friendship. I can't. And I think that's what all people wanted from me was sex. That's all people really wanted from me because my sexual energy is very much powerful, and he knew it just like Duella knew it. Duella, yeah, she knew it too. So, so after me being dismissed, shit like that from him and shit like that, and after I started healing and shit like that, and his cousin started coming around me. We're gonna call her Miss Lab. I'm gonna call her Miss Lab. Okay. So Miss Lab started coming around me and shit like that. She got readings from me. She got certain things from me too. Readings from me, and she found out how real I was too. And that's one thing. She even told me that, oh yeah, me and David had a conversation about you. Yeah, he said he felt uncomfortable about my gift at first, but he said that motherfucker real though. And that's like, and I appreciate that. At least you told the truth about that. At least you told the truth about that. About oh, he's real. That motherfucker real. At least he told the truth about that. So Miss Lab, she started trying to be around me more. Tried to I think she was trying to get information out of me about how I felt about. I never told her who I was talking about when I said I help people and shit like that. One day I did tell her, I helped your cousin. Miss Lab said to me, oh, he probably didn't know how to say thank you. He probably didn't. I said, yeah. I said, I just wish him the best, though. That's what I said to her. I wish him the best, and he was got into a new relationship at that time. Me, I'm not, I'm like, and like, he got into a new relationship, and I would start dealing with somebody new, too. So, I started dealing with somebody new, and, I was, Miss Lab started inviting me out to the clubs and shit like, that. So Miss Lab, one day they're outside. Me, I'm trying to be cool and cordial with everybody. He's out there too, and we talking about going to like a bikers thing and shit like that. She asked me, do I want to come? I said, of course I would come. I said I booked my own hotel, booked my own room and everything. Shit never happened, but hey, so and like so and then so his girlfriend, at this time he's not talking, I'm not talking. At this time, he's not talking, I'm not talking. So Miss Lab invited me out to the club. I go, and my brother, he came into town and everything like that. I just found that out. Me and him, we were drinking and shit like. Me and my brother were drinking and shit like that. So I go out to the club with Miss Lab and his significant other, his girlfriend, and shit like that. Me, I didn't think nothing about it because it's none of my business what you and him got going on. But to find out, it was everybody's business to see. It was like, it was a setup. Let's be honest here. When the day I went to the club with them, they were planning to set me up. They wanted to King Von me. That's what the spirit told me. And how did I know that? I looked up, and I didn't know he was in. I did not know he was in the club. I was just there with his cousin and his girlfriend at that time. I looked up and I seen him. You know me. I'm like me. Oh shit. But you know me. I'm like get money. Get money. You know, not really paying him no mind because it's like nothing matters at this time. Nothing matters. Like, you're not gonna talk, I'm not gonna talk. You don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. You know, it was just at this time. You know. So I look up, but then again, the second time I look up, he looking dead at me, and I see his eyes go red. I'm like, I said, am I drunk? Am I too drunk? Or like, I don't remember. I don't think I smoked anything that day. I think I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, because my brother smoking. He was smoking. But I looked up and I see his eyes was like red. Like, his eyes was like red. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I kind of like, I go to the back a little bit. I like, I'm trying to process, what the fuck did I see? Why his eyes, like it seemed like red to me? Why his eyes, like, he looked dead at me and his eyes were red. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay. But I'm like, we ain't talking to, like, at this time, he became extremely angry with me. Me not understanding, there was spell work put on him for him to hate me from his significant other at the time. And how do I know that? So one day, I wake up. Spirit said, get up. Because somebody went to a priestess. Somebody went to go get a reading done. I get up. I hear that. And then here comes Miss Lab walking in my room where I sleep at. And she's like, oh, hey, you up? I'm like, hey, yeah. I said, where you coming from? I said, where you coming from? I said, you coming from like some type of botanica or something like this? She said, how do you know? I said, I don't know. What happened? Like, I said, you got you got a reading? I said, yeah, I did. How do you know? I said, I don't know. But how was it? You know me, I don't really care. You know, but because she got her reading from me first. Miss Lab got her reading from me first. So, and then she said this to me, that the reader said, oh, everything he told you, believe it, you know, because it's true, shit like that. That's what she said, but like, when I was in my, when I was doing my shadow work one day, I found out that somebody sacrificed a chicken. They went to a voodoo creature, and somebody sacrificed a chicken, did a ritual on me, and shit like that. I found that out. So, so that was funny that somebody like went to a voodoo priest and they killed a chicken to, you know, do a ritual on me. I don't know if she came in to see if the spell worked, but I'm thinking that's what it was. She came to see, oh, if it worked. And one thing they couldn't understand, because nothing would work. Nothing would work. And that's one thing, after this happened, when she came in the room and said that, you know, I'm not, and then she started talking to me about love spells. Miss Lab, his cousin, started talking to me about love spells. And I'm like, why is she talking to me about love spells? I don't do those. I don't do love spells. That's for the Caucasian people. I said, we don't need love spells, honey. I said you can attract what men you want. You can attract them, you know, to come to you. But it's like, it has to be authentic. You have to have to be for like a self-loving purpose. That's what I said to her. But she was and Miss Lab was so intent of having these men love her. And I would say, listen, you need to love yourself first. I kept it really G with her. That's one thing she didn't like about me too, Miss Lab. She didn't like that, I kept it real G. And I said, love spells, don't do them. Don't do them. I always told them, love spells don't end really good. Love spells don't end well. And like, for real, So also that same night, I said his eyes turned red and shit like that. There was his significant other. She had a bottle. It had a it was liquor. It was clear liquor. I drunk from it. I drunk from that bottle. But also Miss Duella, who I was living with at that time, Miss Duella, she drunk from that bottle too. It had an X on it. Like I don't know if it had a skeleton mark, a skeleton head on it. I really didn't pay no attention to it. I was already feeling lit. I was already, in my zone. So, I didn't think none of it. But my spiritualist told me at the time that she doesn't like me for real. She has a problem with me because David was pillow talking with her and talking about how I was in love with him and shit like that. And that he did that on multiple occasions to girls who came around me. He would tell them, he's in love with me, he's in all that. And then again, at that time, at the time, he's not even understanding. I used to be in love with you. I'm focusing on me. And that's one thing he didn't like. I stopped giving to him. He lost a job. How? I don't know. And shit like that. But I was told that, hey, he stopped showing up to work. Not my fault. So I was told that. So after that, it's like after that club and shit like that, I go talk to one of my friends. And she's another character that plays in the story too. We're gonna call her Autumn. You're gonna call her Autumn. You're gonna call her Autumn. So she proceeds to tell me the night I went out to the club, people was watching me. And she said, so people said, oh, you was wildin'. I'm saying wildin'. I said because I dance and I shit like that. I don't like. That's one thing about me. One thing I'm a dancer. I dance I hit some choreography on your ass. I really would. I hit some choreography on your ass. But I'm not when I was inside the club. I don't twerk. I don't do none of that shit because that's only for my man. And shit like that for him to see. So, I may slow ground on somebody shit like that if they come towards me and shit like that. And that's what I believe one night he got mad because one of the bitches he was fucking with and shit like that, she started dancing on me. You know me. I'm like, me. I was I'm enjoying myself. And him and his cousin walked out of the little thing he was at and went outside and started whispering to each other. And I'm not understanding at all that this something was supposed to happen. Something's supposed to happen and nothing happened. Or shit like that. So so what else? So I tell Autumn, I'm like, Autumn, what are you talking about? I said, I wasn't wilding. I was doing what I normally do. I dance. I hit choreography. What are you talking about? And and it was she's like, oh, people was watching. I said, why? She said, and at this time I told Autumn was another girl who knew how I felt about David. She knew how I felt about David. Autumn was another one who knew how I felt about David. She knew. So I'm not understanding at all that she plays a part in this too. That she was going back and forth between me and him talking. I'm thinking she's my friend. I'm thinking Autumn is my friend. And same for Miss Duella. I'm thinking these two girls are my friend. Me and Miss Duella, we had a relationship. I would say that. We had a relationship. But me and Autumn, we always been friends since high school. We always been friends. So I'm like, why and that's one thing I couldn't understand, why would she betray me and be going, I'm telling you shit, how I felt and shit like that, and shit like that. Even I even told her when I got into a new relationship and shit like that, and I wasn't worried about him no more. But she kept, every time we would talk, she had to bring, she made up a story I was always talking about him, and I wasn't. And for real, cause I let it go. At a certain time, I let it go. There was no need for me to bring it up. There was no need for me to bring it up at all. So, after I told that, after like I found like that like she was going back and forth telling telling him like I was like my reader was saying that that she was doing that. And I was like, no, she my friend. She would never do that to me. And my reader like, okay, all right, and shit like that. So Autumn proceeds to tell me. So I go to his house one night. One night is his energy is really on me to come and talk to him. I don't know why. I just need to understand why you are mad at me. Like, what did I do? I'm trying to understand what did I do. I said you moved on. I moved on. Like, it's like we ain't talking. Like and I'm about to move at this time, y'all. I'm about to move. Okay, understand it. I'm about to move. So I'm about to move. So I knock at his door. I say, yo, can we talk? Can we just talk? So he comes outside. He has no shirt on. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. So David is chocolate. David is chocolate. Okay. And everybody knows me. I love chocolate. Everybody knows that I love a chocolate man. Everybody knows that. But so he comes outside like like he has his pajamas things on and he has no shirt on. Me, I'm not really paying attention to that. I just want to have understanding about why you still mad after all this time. What did I do to you? Like, what did I do to just tell you how I feel, like, and shit like that? So all he said to me once again, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm like, I said I am moving. I don't want to leave this like this. I said, can you be honest with me for once? What did I do to you? What did I do to you? I said, why you treat me like I'm your enemy? That's what I said to him. Why you treat me like I'm your enemy? And he kept on saying, oh, I can't do this. And I'm like, why you just can't be honest for one time? Tell me, what did I do to you? And that's all he kept on saying. And then he comes, his homeboys out of nowhere, interrupt the conversation. And I found it to be very weird. Because they came out of nowhere. And automatically, they needed to talk to him. They needed to talk to him all of a sudden. And now I'm getting the sense that they probably was looking at me, following me, or like whatever, talking about me. Because David was pillow talking to this group about me. And I had no idea. Because this group, some of them boys in that group, they knew me since high school. They knew me from around that way too. And I never had a problem with none of these boys. None of them. But him pillow talking about me, him telling these boys or whatever they want to hear about me, made them mad with me. And I'm like, I come get my weed from y'all and I leave. That's all I do. I would come get my weed and I would leave and I would go. Come get my weed, leave and go. I didn't always get my weed from them, but I had like 2 weed men at the time. Matter of fact, 3. I had 3 weed men at the time. So I'm like, so me, I'm not in. So I try to go get my weed one night after I do some sessions, and he's up there. I had my light on and shit like that. And me, this is the night after, I try to go talk to him and shit like that. And I'm like, and he's like, oh, turn your light off. And I'm like, and he's standing over me and shit like that. Me, and it's dark. So I'm trying to understand, why the fuck you standing over me and what the fuck are you mad for? Like, after, like, you said what you said. You couldn't talk about it. Ain't that what you said? Why are you talking to me all of a sudden? Now you in front of all these niggas. Now you want to talk? Now you got something to say? And he said, oh, what did I say when you was on my porch? I'm like, what the fuck is this coming from? And why the fuck are we having this conversation in front of these niggas? Why the fuck are you addressing me in front of these dudes? I said, this has nothing, like, in my mind, I'm like, this has nothing to do with nobody else. This is between me and you. But me not understanding at that time, he was pillow talking to these niggas about me. He was telling these niggas whatever they wanted to hear. Now these niggas had some secret beef with me all of a sudden. Like, whatever they didn't like me all of a sudden. And these niggas, like, they knew me. So I was so confused on what the fuck was what the fuck. Like, now everybody has a problem with me. And I never did nothing to nobody in this community. I never did nothing to nobody. I never slept with nobody in this community, never did nothing to nobody, okay? So it's like, I was so confused about what the fuck, So I'm like, so after that, after he like, he's all, oh, I ain't never did nothing with old boy, I'm like, where is this coming from? I'm so confused. I was so confused. I'm like, what the fuck is what the fuck? So, I leave. I leave before shit escalate. I'm like, you know what? I ain't got time for this shit. I just came for my weed, and that's all. That's all the thing I came for. So I leave. Now I go to my mama's house, and I go talk to my little sister. I'm like, yo, what the fuck would just happened? So then after I leave my mama's house and I go back, I call Diamond after I go back to Duella house, which is his cousin, his other cousin. I go back to Duella house and I call Autumn. I said, Autumn, I said he just went off on me in front of them boys. Like I said I'm so confused. What the fuck he talking about? And then so I go to her house. And I tell her what happened, and she's like, oh yeah, then she tells me the next day. I tell her that day, and then the next day we talk again. And she proceeded to tell me, oh, yeah, they was watching you. I said, what do you mean watching me? They was watching y'all. They was like, and I'm like, what? I said, what for what? I said, what is going on? I'm so confused. Me not understanding that he is telling these boys a bunch of lies about me that I had no idea about. Even she, Autumn, was telling lies about me too that I had no idea about. And that's why everybody was going up against me. That's why all these men came up against me for no reason. Even the other weed men that I had. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I did nothing to nobody. I ain't say nothing. I ain't do nothing to nobody. And everything like that. So I was so confused. So I'm waking up one day out of my sleep, and my little son at that time, I'm calling AA was sitting up my sleep. He said, hey, my mama Miss Duella said, come here. I said, okay. I get out my sleep, and I said, hey, what's going on? She said, calm, before you go out there, stay calm and shit like that. I said, for what? What's going on? I said, she said, oh, David want to talk to you. I'm like, for what? And cause I blocked him the night he went off on me in front of all these niggas. Cause I said, none of this has nothing to do with none of these niggas. And he was like, I'm not understanding that he was really pillow talking about me. And there's some shit that I was like, there's some shit that was going down back there that I had no idea about. And plus, everybody knows I'm a reader. Everybody knows I'm a seer. So I don't know, everybody was like saying, oh, I may have said some shit in my lives or in my videos that people were doing and I didn't know it was connected to them. But I had no idea who the fuck I was talking about. I had no idea. And that's also another reason why these men could have grouped up against me and came up against me as well. So I go outside, so I see him. And he like, so I walk out from the room from her telling me that, and I see him. I'm like, he like, come outside. Shit. I'm like, what? I say, what? He said, oh, whatever you told Autumn, you need to get that shit straight right now. You need to call her and tell her this right now. I'm like, what are you talking about? At this time, I got a new nigga. Note that. I don't talk about you. I don't mention you because what is there to mention? What is there to mention? You moved on, right? You got a new little yeah. So I'm like, I wasn't really caring about you. I didn't care enough to talk about. I told Miss Autumn I got some new dick. I told that, and I even told when the night I'm gonna go get some and shit like that. And I was in her car and shit like that. You know, I went to go tell her. You know. They are talking about me. I hate when this happens because my nose be itching when motherfuckers talking about me. I be knowing. Like, god damn. Because my nose has been itching all day. So, yeah. So he said that to me. Oh, you need to get that straight with Autumn. I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, you blocked. I said, now you want to talk? After all this time, now you got something to say? I said, you blocked. He said, if you don't get it straight, next time I come here, I'm gonna put my hands on you. And I look, and I'm like, me? You gonna put your hands on me? Out of everything I've done for you, you gonna put your hands on me? And he said, oh, that's it and that's all. I ain't gonna say nothing else. You get it straight, I'm gonna put my hands on you. I'm like, so I'm in my Yvette. Like, I'm like, for real, I'm thinking that he would never hit me. I'm thinking that he like, I've done so much for him that he actually loves me that he wouldn't actually hit me. Cause that's what I thought at first, that he like, we ain't even talking, so why he had no reason to hit me. And for my LGBT boys out there, never think a man will not do it. Never think no matter how much you love him or how much love you may have showed to this man, don't never think he won't put his hands on you. Because he would do something, he would put his hands on you just to prove a point to who the people he's around. He will always choose them over you. Because he had no backbone. He has no backbone. He has none. You don't have one. And that's the point. You could even walk alone too. You could and if you resonate with my story too, you could be a loner too. You don't walk in groups. And that's one thing about me too. People didn't like I didn't join groups. I wasn't a part of the groups and shit like that. I was to myself. I was my own walking one-man army. I didn't need a group of people just to tell me who I was. I didn't need a group of people to tell me who the fuck I was. I didn't need it. But he did though. That's all I'm gonna say. But so after that conversation, I go to Miss Autumn. I said, what did you tell him? She said, oh, I didn't say nothing to him. I didn't do nothing. She's acting like she don't know what the fuck what she was doing. I found out later on that she was a liar. Just note that. I found out Miss Autumn was a liar later on in this story. So I go to her, I said, what do you, I said, didn't you tell your man that this, and I've always been honest, nothing ever happened between us. We never laid down with each other. I always kept a G with her. I never said, oh, I did this, I did that. Never. All I said that I told him how I felt and he ghosted me. And that I was in love with him. And that's what I told Miss Autumn. That's what I told her. But she added shit on every time she would go talk to these niggas about me or whatever the fuck that was said in these group chats that they think I don't know about, and I know. I know about the group chats. Yep, I know. So after I told her, she showed me the text. I told him, and she showed me that. And I didn't notice until now that there was some missing text messages out of her phone. So I found that to be quite odd now. Now I think about it. I found that to be quite odd. So what else happened? After that, I continued to be her friend. Cause we've been friends since high school. And we never had a problem. She never had a problem with me. And now I'm thinking about it, and now I thought about it a couple months ago after this shit happened. I'm like, they could have been dealing with each other, and she could have not been telling me that, oh, they are dealing with each other. Listen, people could have been fucking people where I lived at was a small town. Everybody could have been fucking everybody. And me saying what I said to her, I'm not sure if she was like, oh, because I'm dealing with him on the low, so now I have a problem with you. And I didn't know. Cause I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you my friend. I can talk to you. But Miss Autumn could have been dealing with this man, cause at this time shit was happening with her and her baby daddy. And listen, as a friend, I'm there, I'm listening, I give her the best advice, cause I want people to work out, I want people to co-parent, so I'm always giving that best advice. But people had an agenda against me the whole fucking time. And for what? I never understood. I'm always nice, I was always loving, I was nice, and that's one thing they took. They took my kindness for weakness. That's what they took that shit for. So, after that, I'm packing. So, you see the thumbnail, right? I got a vision. I woke up from a dream, I was on the couch. I woke up from a dream. My mouth was bloody. My mouth was bloody. We about to end the story, y'all. We about to end it. My mouth was bloody. and something happened with my teeth. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I said, why is it like somebody try to fight me or some shit like that? And I remember like the scene happened. It was daytime though. At that time, it was daytime. So I'm like, okay. I'm thinking nothing of it because I'm still in a low vibration of myself and not loving myself. Just trying to heal from this friendship, you know. And then Spirit gave me the movie Femi. As you see on the thumbnail, it's Femi. That's a movie, okay? And like, so I'm like, so I watched the movie Femi. That's a thumbnail that's on here right now. You can watch that movie too. For my LGBT boys, watch that movie. Cause if you think a man will not hit you, listen, don't be fucking with these down low men. Don't do it, okay? Fuck with somebody who gonna love you out loud. That's what I want you to know. Fuck with somebody who gonna love you out loud. So I watched the movie that Spirit gave me called Femi. I watched it, and the story was I cried during the movie too, cause it gave what I was like kind of going through at that time between me and him, and I didn't understand what the fuck was like going on. I'm like he would never hit me. I always said he would never hit me because I'd done nothing to him. He had no reason to hit me. But at the time, he knew how weak I was for him. He knew I couldn't fight him. He knew I didn't. He knew I like, cause if I say you my friend, I'm not trying to fight you. If I say you wasn't my friend or once upon my life, I'm not trying to fight you because I had no reason to. And he knew how weak I was for him at that time. He knew I couldn't fight him back. He knew that I was still trying to like just trying to heal and from him, and it's like trying to move on. He knew. That's one thing. He was very smart. He's very smart. And how the way he did things when it came to me, he was very smart. When it came to me, he moved very strategically when it came to me. I feel like he could have had something planned the whole time that he may have been this smile in my face too. He may not really like me as well. And shit like that. Hey. So, I would see the movie, I watch it, I cry. And shit like that. I'm like, wow, like I can relate to the movie. But I said, oh, the nigga, he put his hands on me. Ain't nobody putting their hands on me. Not yet, bitch. Not yet, bitch. Not yet. One day, I go get my weed from the same place. And but the night that he went off on me in front of all these niggas, he told me, oh, don't come back here no more. Don't come up here no more. I'm like, nigga, you don't own this. This is my other dude. This is his land. Only he can tell me that. Cause he lives back here. You don't. You can't tell me where to go and where not to go. You ain't my nigga. You ain't nobody's daddy, nigga. So I'm like, I came anyway to get my weed. This one day it was really windy. It was really windy that day. I came to get my weed. I had on my purple scarf and shit like that. Came to get my weed. So, I got my weed and shit, I was smoking and shit like that, and it got nighttime. This is 3 days before I'm supposed to leave, to go where I'm going to go, cause I live in London now. I live in London. So that night his Miss Duella asked me for a reading. And let's be honest, about that night, I think she could have known as well what was going to play out. She could have did this to distract me, and for me not to understand what the fuck was going on. She said, "Can I get a reading?" I don't know what I'm like, and because I am the friend that I am, I'm like, yeah, of course. I ain't thinking none of it. I just came from doing my other readings and shit like that. I did a collective. I was really busy that day, shit like that. So my mind is not really there on earth. My mind is really up in the ethers, and I'm really just doing what I'm doing. So I do the reading, and I'm noticing certain shit coming out, but I'm not understanding what did this have to do with her and shit like that. But she like, oh, okay, and she takes the information where she takes it. So her Miss Duella's son comes to me and says, oh, so and so is outside. He want to smoke with you. That's what he said. Now me and the boy who said he so and so's outside, he want to smoke with you. Me and this boy, we were cool too. We went to high school together too. We know each other some time. We rode the bus together and everything. We're gonna call him Limp. We're gonna call him Mr. Limp. Mr. Limp. Mr. Limp. Mr. Limp. So Mr. Limp said so I'm like, oh, so I'm like, I'm done with the reading with her. So I go outside. I'm like, oh, what up, Limp? What's up, fool? Hey, what's up? And he like, I said, oh, can I get some more weed from you? Can I buy some from you? He said, yeah, of course. He acting oblivious, like he don't know what's about to happen. And before I can like really turn around, I see David coming out the shadows, like a shadow man. Rushes me, grabs me, and like I'm like, yo, get off of me. I'm like, get off me, and then he hits me, and I'm like, all I remember me saying is, I did what you asked me to do, and I remember hearing him say, no, nigga, no. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like in my mind, I'm like, what are you talking about? I couldn't scream, I couldn't yell, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do anything. I was shocked. I was like shook. Bitch, I was shook, bitch. I ain't even hold you. A bitch was shook. I was shook as a motherfucker. I was shook. Okay, let me tell you that. I was shook. So, after that ended, he walked off into the night like he Batman. after he beat my ass, like I was Tina Turner, bitch. He walks into the night like he Batman. Bitch, yes. And he knew I couldn't fight him back. He knew I couldn't fight him back. At that time, I'm still trying to get over you. At this time, I'm still in love with you, but on my way, trying to leave. I'm trying to leave you. I'm trying to leave you alone and shit like that. I'm trying to leave how I feel about you alone. I'm trying to leave all that behind. So after he like he beat me like I'm Tina Turner. This nigga gonna walk off in the night like he Batman, like he Batman or some shit like that. So I'm like, oh, okay. So me, I'm shocked, and I run into the house and I tell Miss Duella, I said, your cousin just put his hands on me, and I do like this. I said, is something wrong with my teeth? She said, calm down. And I said, oh, I started freaking out because bitch. What I seen and my vision came true, and now I understand, bitch. It was him who attacked me, and I was like, oh my goodness. I like, you don't understand. Braces were not cheap, bitch. This cost money, like $500. I was like, my mom was paying and shit like that for my braces. So I'm like, and then shit like that. So I'm like, oh, okay. So like at this time, my blood is rushing. Like, at this time, I'm hyperventilating at this time. Because I'm so in shock of what he just did to me. I'm so in shock. And I couldn't scream. I couldn't even cry. I was so in my greeting. Just want to say, I am proud of you. And so, I'm very proud of you. And so proud of you. Oh, gratitude. I love you too, Bree. Gratitude for supporting me, and like I'm telling the story. I show gratitude for the support, Bree. Gratitude for the support of me telling my story. Gratitude. So that happened. I'm telling Miss Duella, call 911, call the ambulance, cause my head, everything, Cause listen, like I said, when a man is beating on you, he's really beating on you. He beating on me like he wanted to end me. That's how bad it was. He was beating on me like it was like Memphis and K Michelle. like Memphis and K Michelle. Bitch, it was Memphis and K Michelle. Like bitch, I was like bitch. It was like Tina Turner and Ike. Bitch, like, it was that bad. It was that bad, bitch, how that shit played out. I was like, my mouth was just bloody and shit like that, and I was, oh my goodness, like, I was so, like, I was drained because, like, he was really just, I remember me running, trying to get away from him, and he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop until I kind of said, stop, please, stop. He wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop hitting on me until I said, please stop. Now, I didn't scream it. I said it where he could hear me because he was on top of me. I said, please stop, please stop. And that's when he stopped. And let's be clear about this too. There was a friend that was there recording. Limp, he knew cause like I said, when he came out the shadow like a fucking shadow man and shit like that, came and bum rushed me and shit like that, all I seen was him press record on his phone. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, I'm finna be on more stuff. Bitch, I was like, oh shit, not the camera. Bitch, when I saw that camera, bitch, and I saw that flash, I said, oh shit, bitch, oh no, not the flash, bitch, not in this dark outside. Like, this is nighttime, bitch. I'm shook, bitch, because I was like, at nighttime, bitch, you gonna do this at nighttime, bitch, when I can't really see, bitch? Are you for real? Like, I was shook because this at nighttime, you don't attack me at night. I know niggas who attack niggas in broad daylight. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? That's my whole thing. It's how coward people were. They attack you in the night. But if I was to come for you, I'm gonna come for you in broad daylight. That's what I always say in my collective too. I'm never gonna come for you in the nighttime. I'm gonna let you see my face. Know that. So I call the police, and she's not really trying to call the police. She's not really trying to call the police because where they live at, and she's scared of being put out. I said, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Call the police and shit like that, because I'm like, I could have a concussion. Because how he really hitting on my temple. He's really hitting on my temple. And everybody, like, you know, and shit like that. He was hitting on my head. He hit me in my face, and shit like that. But nothing like, my face still remained the same. Because face card never declined. The face card never declined. I ain't need no surgery on my face and shit like that. Face card still never declined. Really ain't stopped shit, but you know, hey, I ate that up like a G. I ate that up like a G. So, you know, that's what I do. So I did. So I go. I'm rushed to the hospital. And you know, they look at my mouth, and that's why you see this. That's why he did that. Only thing he did was to push one tooth back. None of my teeth been knocked out. I still have all my teeth. It just and by the way too, we getting our surgery, we getting our teeth, our new teeth soon. So gonna have some new teeth. So yeah, you gonna have some new teeth. So that's why I'm telling this story, because y'all gonna see the journey of me getting my new teeth. Y'all gonna see me getting the journey of my surgery and everything. So yeah, I hope you guys are ready for that, for those videos, for that vlog. Okay. So I'm rushed to the hospital. They do the X-ray and shit and tell me that I'm gonna have to have surgery and shit like that. You know. And I remember I go back to Miss Duella's house. I go back to Miss Duella's house, his cousin. She's like, I'm packing up my shit because it's enough. After what he didn't show, I remember feeling this like he was exactly what he said. He used to, you know what he used to say to me? I be trying not to let that demon out of me. I be trying to not let that demon show. And one thing I didn't understand when he would say that, he used to say, even when we was cool, he said that to me too. He said I be trying to not let my demon show, not telling me that he was a demon himself. But I fell in love. That's like I'm an earth angel, and I fell in love with a whole demon. And me not understand that, because he fell in love with me too. That's the real gag. And that's the reason why he beat up on me like I was Tina Turner. Because he was bad, because he couldn't have his way with me. That's also while he was doing what he did to me. He couldn't have his way. Okay? So, it's 2 days before I leave to go to London, where I live now. I seen Miss Autumn at Walmart, and I'm not trying to talk to her, because at this time I don't fully understand. You have everything to do with this. You pretend like you like me in my face. We supposed to be cool, ho. But you had a problem with me this whole time. You had an agenda this whole time. For some reason, people in that area started not liking me for whatever reason. Before I left to get on the plane the next day, I went to get some weed from my other weed man. And his brother was very rude to me. Like, oh, go. And I looked at him like, so that let me know this was bigger than me. And shit like that. And so, I told Miss Autumn at Walmart, meet me at the park. We gonna talk, since you wanna act like you don't fucking know what happened. Since you wanna act like you don't know. I was trying to say why I ain't heard from you in some days, and 2 days, and shit like that. I was thinking, like, I was asking where you at. You knew what the fuck happened. You knew what happened. You know what he can't. Everybody knew. That's the funny thing. Everybody knew. Even the person I was living with. I'm convinced that she knew. All the talks about her family not liking me, and that she said, she said she stood up for me, and now I have a hard time believing that even. I feel like because she didn't want to be cut off from her family and shit like that, and I was there, and her family really didn't like me because I was spiritual. She was afraid of being cut off, that they wouldn't do for her, but they wasn't it anyway. I was doing for her. I was doing for her, because that's how much I loved her, and she knew that as well. Both of these people, both of them people knew I had love for him and her. They both knew that. They both knew I had love for both of them. They both knew that. She was probably mad because I fell in love with her. That was her nephew. We're gonna say that. That was her nephew. She was mad because I fell in love with her nephew, and I probably wouldn't be with her. That probably was another reason why this shit happened. She probably acted oblivious too. So now I think about, I always say that I think everybody in that area knew what was going to happen. She wasn't trying to call the ambulance, and then here comes Autumn, acting oblivious. When we got to the park, I told her and shit like that. We talking, and I'm explaining. I said, this is what I said to her. If you said what you said to him, and if you. If you knew, yes, you know, if you knew what you knew, and you lied, and you told him what you told him, and I said, I'm not even mad, because shit has already happened, the damage already done. But I said, know this, karma doesn't play about me. That's what I said to her, and I kept saying it too. Karma doesn't play about me. Best believe that. So that's what I said to her. So. Before, we walking, and then she this was my thing too. She said, "Oh, do you want to come across the street to talk to them and shit like that?" I'm like, "Bitch, are you stupid? Are you crazy? Why would I go over there after what he just did to me?" And I feel like at that time, you really trying to set me up now, cause now you really go over there with them niggas. They don't like me. Because whatever David has told them, whatever you have told them too, bitch. So I'm like, why would I go over there? I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. I don't want to talk to nobody. I said, I don't trust nobody over there. I don't give a fuck. I don't trust nobody. I'm good on everybody over there. I said, you know what? It's cool. I'm good on everybody over there. Don't trust nobody. I don't care to talk. I don't care to do anything. So after that, I just tell her that, and she I'm sorry and shit like that. She said, I'm sorry, da da da. With that, she said, Miss Autumn, I'm sorry. That shit was fake. Cause I believe, cause I remember when I said, if you did this and did that, I'm seeing the privilege, and she looked at me with an evil look. That's how I know when people don't like me. I see you. I see your real face of the demon that you carry. Okay. So she said, "Oh, how sorry she was," and shit like that. I'm like, and I turned around because I started crying because I'm upset. I'm like, this is what everybody wanted. Everybody, you got what you wanted. I'm hurt. You feel like you took a big. You feel like you took a big. You feel like you took a big giant down. Okay, You got that one? You did good. You got that one. You got that. I said, I'm hurt. Everybody happy now? I'm crying. Everybody happy now? That's what I said to her. I'm hurt. Is everybody happy now? Listen, like, he did what he did. Everybody happy? Everybody got what they wanted? Everybody got the drama that they wanted now? Is everybody happy now? And I walked away from her. Now I'm crying. I'm walking her. I'm crying. I'm hurt. I'm just like, And he taught me a valuable lesson. If somebody showed you who they are, believe them. If that man showed you that he don't give a fuck about you, believe that shit. That man stop talking, leave him the fuck alone. He keep on saying he's a demon, he's this. Believe that motherfucker. Believe him. He taught me a valuable lesson about loving myself. And from now on, I do. I don't put no nigga before me now. I cherish myself. I cherish what I carry. I cherish everything now. I don't let, like that's one thing, like, even men who came, they said, who did this to you? They said, why would he do that to you? I said, he didn't have a backbone. He couldn't stand up for what he wanted. And they be like, yo, and like, men would be like mad once I tell them the story. They be like, you but then, like I said, face card, never decline, still fine. Never, they tell me, you still fine. And like, put one on above these. Yep. Yep. And so that's what happened to me, y'all. That's what happened. That's what happened. I'm able to laugh about that shit down because I don't give a fuck. It was like, now I learned like what I was supposed to learn. I like, for real. And he felt like that was his way of giving me karma or whatever like that. Well, my karma hits a little different to motherfuckers. And the last, and also let me tell you this, before I leave. So, it's nighttime. I pack up all my shit from Duella's house. Okay? I pack up all my shit. And I tell my father to come get me. My father pulls up, and I put my shit in the back. But I noticed, my weed man's brother car, he had like a big body car. He's sitting over there, like where I can see him. Sitting exactly where I can see him. And on the next road. Remember, these are like, we in the country, y'all. Remember this, we in the country. We not really, we in like the town, we like in a little town and shit like that. Remember that. I'm seeing him sit over there in his car. The windows are up, okay? And I'm thinking, like, you know me, I'm not thinking nothing of it. But I'm like, I'm just glad my father came to pick me up. I'm just glad. So I give her a hug, and I said, and I give her a kiss on the forehead. I'm like, you know, I'm hoping that everything goes well with you and shit like that. I was hoping, because like at that time I'm thinking that she really loved me, and now I'm thinking that she probably never did either. She never really loved me. It's only what I can do for people. People only love what I can do for them. And I understood that too. People don't really love me. They only love what I can do for them. Or people only love the sex that I gave to them. And this, they only want to be like. And I was told, from another reader, your sexual energy is so powerful, like that motherfucker wanted you as a sex slave, shit like that, because you were young. Well, that ain't never gonna happen. That ain't never gonna happen. So yeah, so I give her a hug and I leave. And then my father, the way he goes and shit like that, we are right behind these motherfuckers. And I'm like, why was he sitting there? Like, was he waiting for me or some shit like that? Why was he sitting there? And like in my mind the whole time, like, why is he sitting there? I'm like, you told me to get away from your house when I came to get the weed from you. I'm like, at this time, I don't know if they were trying to lace me and I'm still alive. And they thought that they found out very quickly, you cannot lace an earth angel. I'm not easy. Ha, nah, boo boo. I'm still alive, I'm hard to kill. Nah, boo boo, I'm hard to kill, bitch. Yeah, me. So, but I don't know if they were planning to do something else to me, cause I didn't go down. I still walked talk my shit, I still would hold my head up high, and I was more powerful than ever after that. And that's one thing they couldn't understand about me. They was like, oh, he's, no matter what. They said, didn't you just beat that nigga like you did the turn? Didn't you just beat the guy like you was the turn? But this nigga walking and still smiling and still singing his songs and still popping his shit, still rapping and do what he do. He's still in New York. He's still the little boy from Brooklyn. You don't like what you thought this was. But now, I no, don't get me wrong. I still see all of these people in the astral realms, and I know somebody's going through jail. I know that. Not what they did to me is somebody did something to somebody else. But I know that. But I know all these people, they still watch me. I know that. All these people, they still watch me. I found out they was all even when I left and I came to London, they was all still watching me through my social media. They was all still watching me through whatever and shit like that. I didn't give a fuck. I just deleted them. I unfriended people and shit like that. And like, you know, Jody, you lied. That's it. But like, I be laughing about this shit now, y'all. So, like, if you like, don't sit over there feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. No, don't do that shit. Laugh with me, bitch. Laugh with me. Because this shit is funny to me. Just don't ever say to me that you know my story. Don't ever sit there and tell me, oh, he didn't do that, or this, like, cause like somebody wanted to, cause like I know, like that's why I posted up the K Michelle, like the K Michelle. If you on my Instagram and shit, you seen me posted the K Michelle thing. After I posted up, I was gonna tell the story. I said, yeah, that man beat my ass, and I had to deal with that. I surely did. He put his hands on me, and I had to deal with that. Do I regret not leaving him? When I was told by the spirit to leave him alone, yes, I do. But now I understand. I'm still alive though, so I don't give a fuck. I just know my worth now. And I'm proud of myself. Because nobody stopped shit, and I'm still growing and glowing. And for my LGBT boys out there, know your worth. That if that man he act like he don't give a fuck, he's acting like a demon that he say he is, leave the motherfucker alone. Block him, don't talk to him, don't tell nobody how you feel about him. Don't tell nobody shit. Leave it be, let it go, cry about it, whatever you're gonna do. Feel that hurt, it's okay. It's okay, feel that. It's okay. But leave him alone. I hope my story helps you, okay, to know it's okay to love somebody and leave. Because they don't love themselves. Use, discriminate, and then use, so, know that, for my LGBT boys and stuff, like, even for my girls, that, don't ever think that man won't touch you, because he will. Don't ever think you have loved him so deeply that he will never do nothing to you, because he will. I just, I show gratitude for me even to tell the story and shit like that. I'm not mad at nobody. I forgave and I moved on. I've been forgave and I moved on. Because I'm in a much better place now. My business is doing much better. Gratitude to you. Yeah, love you, Bree. I'm doing much better now. My business in a much better place now. I am doing amazing. So I show gratitude to the soul and to the spirit for my ancestors for allowing me to even go through this lesson. I show gratitude for the lesson. Yeah. But know this, y'all. People want to have to watch your glow up. They gotta watch you now. And show gratitude that you still here, that you survived. Yeah. To all the people who have been through domestic violence, or who, like, a person that you love put his hand on you or put her hands on you, know that I understand. I understand you. And please know your worth. Leave. Get out of there. Okay? I love you, G Money Mafia. And this is the last and final time I will ever tell this story. After this, it's finito. Don't ask me. Because we don't know who that is. He, she, they don't exist. Not in my world, not in my script. So, we show gratitude to the souls and spirit, to the ancestors. We're going to continue with being fine with our finances over here, you know. Yeah, as much bliss. And I show gratitude to y'all, G-Money Mafia Supreme family, and I will see y'all in the next collective that I will be here. I'll be here. Y'all will get a collective soon here. I mean, probably in 2 days or whatever like that. And look out for the missing children cases too. Got that coming, all right? Bye, G-Money Mafia. Love you, bliss. Night.